It is now time for the Diagnostic Trading Hour with your host, Darrell Martin.
And I got Lou from Fairfield, Connecticut, man. How you doing, Lou?
I'm doing good, Darrell. And I got to tell you, you're not just blowing hot air out there. I think the way you look at the market is terrific. You're a nice guy as far as over the TV. All the research you do, all the homework you do, I truly appreciate it. I appreciate your view of the market. It's awesome.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Darrell Martin.
All right, folks, welcome back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. I'm your host, Darrell Martin, right here on TFNN.com. Coming to you live inside the eSignal platform on your mobile phone at TFNN.mobi. And, of course, right there on Tiger TV. So you can check us out. And pretty much wherever you are, see our, you can listen to us or see the screens. Let me see over here what we got going on. Looking at today right now, indices, there's been some good moves. The current net change doesn't really tell the story, but the S&P's up a point, Russell's down 1.5. We'll get on over to the NASDAQ. It's currently up 11.5 with the Dow up 12 points. Copper is currently up over 1.5%. We got gold is down just $1.30 at the moment. Silver is up over 1%. Oil currently, looking at that, is currently up 44 cents. Natural gas is down 4%. Going on over to our ag markets, we got corn is up 1.7, soybeans up 1%. Pound dollar. Looking at that market right there, it's down a mere 2 pips at the moment, but we've had some good volatility. We'll get over to euro dollar up 68. Got the euro pounds up 47. Dollar francs down 60. US yen is flat, unchanged on the day. Euro yen currently up 79 with the Aussie yen down 19. Aussie dollar down 15 pips. Bonds are slightly positive, and King dollar is not the king today. It is moving down a little bit, and starting to look at potential rolls and stuff as well. All right. A couple things. Nadex has added some additional strikes on their intraday contracts on the Aussie dollar, euro dollar, and dollar yen. So one of the updates I was actually just looking over. And so now let me show you how that works. But basically they added in where there's 4 more strikes and on those binaries, and which is good because, at night, Aussie dollar, euro dollar, well, not euro dollar as much, but dollar yen. And Aussie dollar, they can definitely have that. Of course, euro dollar can have it during the European session, but it basically gives you a little more opportunity to trade on those contracts. And I'll show you, let's see here. Let me just reset and only show intraday. We'll look at it so you can see what I'm talking about. But basically, there's a whole lot more strikes now that covers a wider range on these intraday contracts, which is great. But more trading opportunities, the market does move bigger, and they really are adjusting their strikes to make sure there are trading opportunities there. Let's see here. So that covers that update. Again, we will be looking for the 5-minute binaries to be released out on Nadex here on their demo on Sunday or Monday. We'll see them on, I believe, euro dollar, pound dollar, Aussie dollar, and dollar yen. Looking at 5 pips wide on those, and they'll have 3 strikes every 5 minutes, and they'll be trading basically 22 hours a day. So, really great quick trading opportunities. Hop in. You don't have a lot of time to trade. Don't want to wait 30 minutes. Don't want to wait an hour. Don't want to wait 3-4 hours. Hop in, do some trades. We'll be talking about some strategies on how you might be able to take advantage of those as they do come out. And then, let's see, what else do they got going on? Due to that 5 minutes, they're going to tighten up the calculation on the settlement process to be the average of the last 10 midpoint prices. So basically, they take the last 10 midpoint and drop the top 3, bottom 3, average the middle 4. That'll be the settlement, because obviously they don't want to have 25 and they only have 5 minutes. You want to have a little, tighter settlement procedure. So that will be the updated version on calculating the expiration process for all the foreign currency products there. They got Bitcoin out now. They got the Bitcoin binaries going on. So lots of new stuff. Always adding on to Nadex. They did update their Nikkei 225 rollover, so just make sure you're paying attention. It's not too hard. It's when you're looking at the contract. Just make sure you pay attention to the name and the month of the contract. So if I open up, for example, let's see, S&P for a second. It's going to have actually in the name of the contract. We have it on here for you. But December contract, if I click here, we can see right there. So, and my mixer's firing off alerts. Hold on one second. Let's see. There we go. All right. Anyway, so you can make sure you pay attention to the name of the month of the contract that's in there. And, not a lot of people trade the Nikkei, but just in case you do, you want to be aware that they are updating that. Let's see. Those are the main big announcements right there. Coming up, and let me adjust the screen here. There we go. Put that on back up there for you. The next thing we have going on today, let's see, just looking at, some of these big moves we've been having. Let me pull up some charts. Let's get into the fun part here. And we'll go in. Let me back this down. But we got some big moves. Got like an 80 pip, jump on the dollar weakness that came into play. And let's see here. Back it out. Let's go about the 10 minutes. And I'll clean the chart up a little bit. We'll make it load a little faster. Get rid of that. And here we go. So anyway, so we got the pound dollar right here. And as far as deviation moves, we're about 83%. We had some big moves we were expecting this morning with the news and everything else. But we expect to be pretty flat through the announcements that came out. We were looking at, I want to say, a 6 to an 8 right here. We got 35 pips of movement. Looking on over at our plan that I talked about yesterday about how to trade this news. I'm going in and checking that out. Let me pull up that plan for you specifically on this pound dollar move. And all right, so official bank rate, vote, etc., all that. They're basically their interest rate statement. Said, we expect about $30, and that was entering at 6 for an 8. Got 35, moved a little further than expected, but not a big deal on that trade. Probably looking at, let's see, if you got $30, then you'd be down $5. So, still stayed well within the range there. Next things we went over, we checked out the euro dollar. So let's check that one out. It's been a little all over the place. And so we had the 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. on that one as well. Okay, so we went 6 to 8 a.m. Very flat. Only got 7 ticks out of it. On that one, we were looking for a gain of $30. So $23 profit. 23 tick profit. I mean, say dollar, but obviously you can multiply times your quantity. And so that one worked out great. Then we said, hey, let's go for a straddle. And we said, we were looking for about a 40, 45 tick max straddle there. And get in that thing right around 8 o'clock. And, we said you could go for, if you went for 9 o'clock, let's see, how far do we get on the 9 o'clock here? High, you got 111 ticks. If we go on over, let's say you chose the 10 o'clock, you still capped out at 111. But let's see, the expiration there, you got 87 ticks. We're going over here and go, well, what if you chose the 3 o'clock, which is, the main one I put in there? Well, you got 149 ticks on the trade. Now, it pulled way back. That's why you take your profits on them. But, it was a stellar move. We got our neutral trade, profitable on that. We got our straddle trade, very profitable on that. So, a really good news morning right there for the, the layouts that we had. Again, if you haven't dove into these, using that scanner helps find these trades so much easier and should really help you out quite a bit. So, jot these things down, listen to them, demo trade them, make sure you get the pieces together. And, I think you'll like it. If nothing else, you at least know what to expect. This big Euro move's coming. So you're not all surprised. If you're long or short, you're really asking to get hammered right there. You back off, you get out of the way, let the news happen. And, it moves on up, moves on down. It's going to be a little more volatile, period, whenever that press conference does get released like that. So you want to be using a little more caution on those days. Sort of like NFP day, you use caution. FOMC day, use caution. Well, this is FOMC for Euro. So use a little caution. But anyway, so we got that one on there. And, of course, you can use binaries, spreads. You don't have to use stop losses. You can hedge your futures or forex with spreads. So you don't have to worry about getting stopped out and then coming back in your direction. If you lose, but nothing like getting stopped out and getting back in and, sort of like, break even now. So, doing stuff like that can really make a big difference on your trades. Looking on over at the Aussie last night, we were looking at more of a neutral zone over here. So let's go back and look at this neutrality trade for last night. That's what we were focusing on. And on the Aussie, we were looking for a 6 p.m. over here to 8 o'clock. And let's see here. I want to get this chart as clean as I can for you. Let's see here. That'll work a little bit cleaner. Make it easier. All right, here we go. 6 to 8. And let's see. So 6 o'clock, we get on in here. 8 o'clock, pretty big move. So retail sells. The one caution I did give you on this, I said be a little more careful. I mean, it was good. It was only 24 pips. But it said, don't be surprised by seeing a little bigger move. Obviously, we were around the holiday season and all that. We were expecting 25. So, one tick in the money there. The trade, was net profitable. All right, that was the Aussie retail sales. We also had Euro retail sales from last night, 11 to 7. We'll hop back on over, pull up the Euro retail sales. And let's see here. Let's back this over here. We'll zoom out a little bit. And we'll take it from 11. It's just flat as can be. And really to your advantage, because the interest rate coming out is going to make people not really want to take big positions. Literally 0 ticks. We're going for 25, and that was giving us 8 hours. So not a real hard one to get filled there. And 8 hours on that trade, nothing happening. So really a stellar trade. Perfect Iron Condor working out that retail sales report. Again, I use caution on those. I don't go as big, but I mean, when it's right before an interest rate report, you expect the market to be flat. Worked out really well. All right, we'll be back right after this.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen, live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den, absolutely free, for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Check out the new look of Tiger TV. Now you can see all hosts, charts, and computer screens live in high definition. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, David White, Larry Pezzamento, Andy Hecht, Thinkorswim, or Darrell Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV. Now, crystal clear in high definition, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't seen the new look of Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com. Darrell takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
All right, so we got Eurodollar covered out. We talked about how that straddle worked out well on the ECB press conference, and usually a nice straddle for us. So enjoy those each time we get them, which is usually about once a month. And you add enough of these once a month trades, and they come together. Looking on over at the U.S. yen. U.S. yen hopped on down and broke through 120, and just been on that with right there. So it hit 120, but came right off of it, and just sort of like hanging out around settlement at the moment. But that 120 round number being a big number on the U.S. yen, and it coming down off it. We'll see if it can continue. I mean, with the dollar weakness, of course, has a little bit to do with that as well. But if it busts through that 120 number, that's obviously going to be a big one to go through. I was looking for a nice trade on that, and basically just got break even on it. But anyways, let's see here on that one. But overall, it's been a great day. Let's pull up a couple of the other ones and dive through them. We did get our deviation move here. Let's see, Canadian stocks getting down a little bit. Energy and such weighing down on their side with oil. Oil reserves hitting a 50-year straight high there. Let's go in and let's pull up. 1 second, I got to use the little repair here. Hopefully that'll work better. A little bit of tick noise going on. Let's see if that fixes it. Okay, so hopping back over on the U.S. yen, and all right. So U.S. mechanical repairs hit it with a fist. And that's the way you used to be able to fix cars. Now you got to take it into a mechanic. You can't just hit it with a wrench. All right, let's go on in. What other things we got going on? We got oil coming on over here. And let's bring that up. Check it out. Oil's been great today. Hopped on up to 0.5 deviations, turned on back around, came on down to basically a 1 deviation retracement. And just sort of halted right there between 0.5 and 0.7. Some nice, good moves. Let's see. We got some good moves over there. Some other headline stories. We said oil, like hitting that year high, moving on down. We're working towards 50, so it's coming. And we'll see it. It wanted to make a little bit of a bounce, but could not hold on to it. And it's closing in negative territory, looks like today. Got about an hour left. Let's see here. Going on, checking out natural gas with its inventory release today. And we pull that up. And as you can see, down was the story for natural gas. Moved on below 1 deviation. That move did happen off of the inventory report that came out. And let's pull that up, see how that came across, just sort of getting you filled in across the board on all the different commodities. We got it, natural gas storage down. Expectation was a decline by 51, British thermal units or whatever, and was down 22, a little less than expected. What does that mean? Let's see. Well, it can be good, can be bad, but obviously if storage was less than expected for storage to drop, that's means we have more than we thought we would have, like than the analysts thought we would have in a decline. The represents a net decline from the previous week. Stocks were less than last year at the same time, and below the 5-year average. So natural gas storage is actually going down, meaning there's less supply. Yet it's still just dropping. Obviously, oil weighing on that. That's why we don't trade directionally with the fundamentals. We go in and, basically it's lower on one side. The number came in a little better than expected, which would mean, hey, we got more, but we're actually negative. And so anyways, dropped way down. And what did we look at? We talked about the expected range yesterday. Let me pull that expected range up on here and show you how that works. Expected range. There we go. All right. And look at that. I mean, does it really get better? So we expected it to move right down here. We were looking for a movement of 0.075, and we got it, to the tick. So perfect call on the expected move for your straddle, strangle, butterfly binder, however you're trying to take advantage of it. But I mean, just to the tick right off the inventory report. All right, hang out right there. We'll be back right after this break. Thank you.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you'll lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Darrell Martin coined the phrase diagnostic trading, and we're happy to announce that his Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer has finally been released. The Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer helps you easily identify the best box spreads on Nadex in seconds, plus you receive access to the diagnostic deviation levels, as well as step-by-step training videos teaching you how to trade Nadex spreads so you can quickly master the mechanics of this simple yet powerful trading instrument. By pulling live data from the Nadex exchange, the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer does all the math for you, calculating risk, reward potential, distance to break even for both outright spreads and spreads used to hedge the underlying market. Visit the front page of TFNN.com today to get your 2-week free trial to Darrell Martin's Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer and gain access to the valuable information it can provide when trading the Nadex box spreads.
Who says you can't take it with you? TFNN says you can. With your mobile device and TFNN's live radio streams, TFNN has put it all in the palm of your hands. No special apps to download. No subscription fees for live radio or Tiger TV streams. We say you can.
Each and every time that the dollar ticks higher, S&P wants higher price. Each and every time that the dollar's ticking lower, guess what? S&P wants lower price. Dollar, the metals, and the S&P are going tick for tick.
We say you can. The Tiger Financial News Network. Smart investors and professional traders know you can. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
All right, folks, welcome on back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. And let's see here. Let's check out, sorry, just getting back on track, natural gas. We'll get on over here at natural gas, and we got the oil reserves, we got that, we got the natural gas, some U.S. dollar, little extra slide in there. Let's go ahead and pull that up. Let's check out the dollar index. And let me see here. 1 second. Pull that on up. No, I got an issue there on the deviation levels. We'll have to get that updated. Anyways, but let's see. A nice move, staying well within the expected ranges. We'll be adding that, like I said, to the deviation level ones. We'll have to get that one on there going. And we're working on basically putting every single market inside of these deviations, not just the ones that we list there. Got quite a few already going. But some nice moves on the dollar index. It's moving on down there. Great instrument to trade. If you haven't checked it out, might be one of those you want to hop on into. U.S. the 30-year mortgage rates fall to the lowest level since May 2013. That's if you're looking at refinancing, now might be the time. So that's actually a really good story there. So anyways, but lowest rates, let's see here, 15 rate fell to 3.1, and 5-1 adjustable down to 2.94. So yeah, some low rates. If you're still, if you have if you're still financed at 5 or 6 or whatever, might be a time to hop in and see if you can get that moved down. All right. That'll save me some money, too. Let's see here. What else do we got happening on the day? Going in oil, declining. Obviously, amidst the OPEC decision to not cap, production, and that's getting that ongoing decline. Let's see here. We talked about the iron condors. We went over some of the news that we have coming up that we had this morning. We also, let's cover a couple other pieces of news that came out this morning. Got let me close that down. And unemployment claims coming in at 297 on expectation of 296. No big surprises there. Pretty much right in line with expectations. Going on into the evening, pretty quiet as far as the news is concerned. Looking on over to tomorrow. Expect things to. I mean, it would not be surprising for things to get pretty flat tonight. Okay, why? NFP's coming out tomorrow. Okay, so I just want to put that out there for you nighttime traders. Don't be surprised when people aren't wanting to take big positions before non-farm payrolls, unemployment, even Canadian employment changes all coming out at the same time. A lot of times we can see the markets be flat. So it might be a good time if you can find some really wide condors or binaries to check them out. Make sure you're out before the report comes out, which is at 8:30 on both the Canadian dollar and on the Canadian and on the U.S. dollar. So now this is going to affect a lot of reports, and I go over this, I know, a few times a week it happens, but I want to make sure you get it all down. We can do iron condors on these. We can do straddles and strangles on these, okay? And again, this is your non-farm payroll. It's one of the biggest impacting things of the year. It's also something to, be careful on. If you're not hedged and stuff, when this report comes out, things can go pretty berserk for about 15 to 30 minutes, okay? So iron condor is the minimum profits based on ranges we've had over the last 12 months. And then I also look at the range over the last 2 years, just to give you a little bit of both, okay? So we got the Aussie dollar over the last 2 years. The 60 has declined down to about 50 pips. Euro dollar 100. So you can go for 60 pips as well on that on an iron condor. Pound dollar, range high to low, but then usually pulls back 100 pips movement, and we're for about 70 pips of income on an iron condor. We'll go in an iron condor being buying the lower spread, like on the pound dollar and Nadex, and selling the upper spread. The amount you get between both adds up to $70. Your two maximum profits should be a minimum of $70. Looking on at the dollar CAD, there, we're looking at 75 pips usually expected move. On that, we're going for about 60. It can even be a little bigger when you get the dollar CAD happening at the same time, when you get their employment and our report at the same time. Dollar franc, 92 pips average move. Usually 60 works out pretty well for an iron condor on this one. And again, I won't be surprised to see it pop up past and come on back down. Dollar yen, 80 pips. Looking for about 60 pips of premium. Now, if you can't get this premium, that means the premium is probably lower than it should be. And that's where, you can get an edge. And so if you go in and you're like, well, I would expect to be able to get 60 pips on this, but I can only get 40, and I expect it to move 100, well, that could be a good trade, right? So if you have an expectation of 100, like how far is it going to have to move? You're going to have to make back the loss on the other side, okay? So if I pay 20 pips on the upper and I pay 20 pips on the lower, I got 40 pips right there. I need it to make the 20 pips I'm going to lose, like let's say it flies up. I'm going to make the 20 pips I lose on the bottom, and if I want to 1-to-1 the 40 that I put up at risk. So 40 plus 20 is 60, and again, if I bought the one for 20 pips, that means it's going to have to move up 60 pips from where I bought it, and the euro dollar is going to be 20 pips below where I bought it, so I actually have to move 80 pips. Another formula, double the number from where the market is, that's how far it has to move. So wherever the market is, if I put up 40 pips, I basically need to make, this isn't the exact math, but I basically need to make 80 pips. I need the euro dollar to move 80 pips, so I can make 60 pips, give back 20 on the 20 pips that I lost on my short, and net 40 pips profit on the 40 pips of risk that I made. Okay? So if you can get that, straddle on, or you can look at a strangle that you might be able to get out of before that expected move. I like straddles better. I like strangles better. Iron condors better, but on these kind of trades specifically. But if you can get in there and get a straddle, cheap enough where that expected move, sort of double whatever that risk is less than the expected move, then that could be a great straddle trade for you. So don't get just stuck on the iron condor idea. But very often I've seen the market literally, gives you, it's like 70, 80 pips. By the time, if I got 70 pips in premium for putting on the trade, that means that you're probably paying 90 pips to, buy the straddle. Okay? Well, it only is expected to move 100 pips. By the time they got all the way to your expectation, you'd basically be up $10 on a $90 risk. I'd much rather be the guy on the other side of that trade. So, you pick which side you want. I want some liquidity. So if you want to be the straddle guy and it's too expensive, or vice versa. But I also want you to think and not just go, oh, it's an iron condor. Okay. But if it's cheap, I'll just as easily take the straddle. It's got to be cheap. And I found very often on these trades like FOMC, interest rate announcements, NFP, that sometimes it can be very challenging to get the trade on at a good premium. And so I may have a straddle that I list, but maybe it's so expensive because I used to look at just straddles on these when I first started trading them. But then they got so expensive, it's like, that just doesn't even make sense. By the time it moves where I want it to move, I haven't made anything. I'm like, well, why don't I be the guy on the other side? So I have all that extra room. Dollar franc, 92 pips is the expected move. Ideally, you get at least 60 pips on that to, make some of there. Dollar yen, 80 pips is the expected move. If we get 60 pips on that, the big movers that we usually see are going to be the year CAD and pound CAD, because we have this CAD report coming out at the same time as the dollar one, and these just have that extra volatility and ump. Usually we're seeing somewhere between 100 and 150 pips movement on year CAD and pound CAD. Again, I know went over this yesterday just to make sure you got it. It's an advanced straddle. People come on and they're like, well, I can't trade the euro CAD or pound CAD on Nadex. Yes, you can. Okay? Just to help you out here a little bit visually, put it together. If I go in and just bring up some old school, algebra here, not real hard, I promise. Won't make you think too hard. But if I do A over B times B over C, then what happens is the B's will cross out. Okay, so let's do, what can you do on here? Go in and format the cell, the font. We'll do a strike through so it crosses out. Okay, so the B's cross out. So this is like and then what do I get? Okay, equals A over C. Okay, so let's bring this into another realm. Pound over dollar. Okay, this is buying pound dollar and buying dollar CAD. Okay, so this is what we're looking at right here on this advanced one. Okay. Well, then what happens is the dollars cross out, and that's how I get what the pound CAD rate is. Okay? So how do I do that on Nadex? If I want to straddle it. So this is, if I bought a pound dollar and I bought a dollar CAD, then I'd be long the pound CAD. All right? Well, if I go in and invert it, okay, and I take the exact same thing, but let's say here we bought, but here we sold the pound dollar, and we sold the dollar CAD, then we'd be long the pound dollar here, short the pound dollar here. Obviously, it wouldn't be any good trading that inside of an FX account. However, since you have capped risk, so let's say you go in and you buy this, for $20, you buy that one for $20, whatever the correct price comes out to. But you go on and you basically buy pound dollar, you buy the upper spreads. So you're going to buy the upper spreads. That's going to net you out as a long pound CAD position because you're long the pound dollar and long the dollar CAD position. And then you sell the lower spreads. Okay? By upper spreads, I mean, basically we have like an upper, middle, and lower spread we're looking over on the Nadex platform here. Let's see, I had it up a little bit earlier. Pull it up on here. Give 1 second. I'll get a good one for you so you can see it. And 1 minute, I'll put it up. All right. Let's see here. Pull it on there. Oh, it should be rendering. So if I go in here and I look at, all right, pound dollar, let's say I'm looking at the spreads. And we'll say 7-3, whatever. Notice how there's 3 contracts. So if the market was trading right at the middle, which it is, like right now it's pretty close, 56.80. See, 56.80 to 59.80 is above the market, okay? Which is currently trading right around 56.70. And we got 53.80, 56.80. So if I bought I would be buying the upper spread, okay? Be selling the lower spread. Really, all I'm doing is I'm doing a straddle on 2 pairs at one time. I'm doing a straddle on pound dollar, doing a straddle on dollar CAD. The reality is I'm trading pound CAD. And that combination makes for a little more wild volatility, especially when you have capped risk, which is a whole different piece to add into it. But it helps you, obviously, having the capped risk. So you can go in and put those positions on like that. And then, let's see, what else can we possibly look at here? All right, so we got, that's probably one of the biggest trades. Now, if you've never traded it, then don't get so eager to trade it that you end up, making mistakes and losing money. Like it's so much better just to miss out on some opportunities, but learn for free versus have a chance at making some money, but mess up and lose expensively. So what I'm going to recommend that you do is you hop on over to Nadex.com, okay? You can get there directly from the TFNN homepage. And you can click on the Nadex banner over here on the right side of the page. Go to trading, go to demo trading platform. Fill in the form on here. Takes literally about 10 seconds. Whatever username you want. First name, last name, phone, and email. Click apply for demo. They're going to send you a password. So you log in to your Nadex demo. Go over here. I'll give you a couple tips on that when we get back.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investment strategy. You're always looking for the next trading opportunity to magnify your perspective. Direction Shares connects sophisticated traders with a powerful array of ETFs from a wide range of asset classes. The markets may go up and down, and you want tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor, Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
We're told to follow our passion and everything else will fall into place. I hope that's what each of you are doing each and every day. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Money Master Show at TFNN.com, and my passion for technical analysis is what led me to the most fundamental discovery in pattern recognition, the Rhodes Momentum Indicator, market scanner, and trading strategy, a set of tools that identify the momentum and power of the trend, the likes of which have never been seen before, for every market and every time frame. Yes, folks, the trend is your friend, unless you're on the other side. New to technical analysis? This is the place to start. And experienced traders, take advantage of the trend like never before. Experience the power of the Rhodes Momentum Indicator each day, available to subscribers of my newsletter service, Mastering Probability. I guarantee your satisfaction for the next 30 days unconditionally, so there's no risk to you other than being on the wrong side of the trend. Mastering Probability, available on the homepage of TFNN.com. And folks, live with passion.
TFNN has just announced a special sale for the Gold Report for a limited time only. To celebrate the 660th weekly issue of Tom O'Brien's Gold Report, that's more than 12 years, TFNN is having a special one-time sale. Right now, you can receive 60 weeks of the Gold Report, that's 14 months, for only $600. We're offering Tom O'Brien's dynamic weekly newsletter at only $10 a week, half off the regular monthly price. By taking advantage of this special offer, you also get a signed copy of Tom O'Brien's best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, an $88 value. The Gold Report is published every Tuesday and provides subscribers with Tom O'Brien's expert commentary on the industry, as well as detailed information on a variety of mining equities. Not all gold stocks are the same. This offer is valid for current or new subscribers. All the details are on the front page of TFNN.com. The sale will be over before you know it, so act now and lock in this incredible price by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Join David Dwight as he keeps you up to date on the latest tech stocks while he uses his Power Law Vector Indicator to identify the best trades. The Power Trading Hour, next on TFNN.
All right, here, checking out a few different things. And checking out, looking at, let's see here, that demo account. So when you want to log into the demo and see how the demo works. So once you do that, we go to trading, we go to demo trading platform, fill that in, log in, okay? Once you fill that in, got to relog in. I think I was logged in the browser. You'll be able to see your account on here, and you want to, go in and probably adjust your password, okay, to one that it will remember, because they give you some funky, weird password. So adjust that to, password that a secure password that you'll remember. You got some preferences that you'll probably want to update, like you may want to make it where you have higher contract size, lower contract size. Do you want to be able to open multiple tickets? Do you want it to log you out after an hour of inactivity? Things like that. So you can change stuff up. If you want faster performance, you can turn off. Things like where the colors flash and things like that for you. You can also get rid of the mouse over. This is little stuff you may not even want to mess with, but you probably do want to make sure you remember your password at the very least. Anyways, once you get that done, then put $25,000 in. You can log in, trade away on it. And then the next step is, do that now, and you can check out some of these NFP reports tomorrow. Don't forget, you can log in on iPad, you can log in on Android, Windows, iPhone, any one of those, platforms. You're able to log in. They have apps for each one of them. And then, when you're ready, or if you want to get that demo extended, open an account at Nadex. It doesn't cost anything to open an account. However, here's it takes about 5 minutes, by the way. It's really fast. Big benefit. If you become an Nadex member of the exchange by opening an account and fund the account, whether it's $100,000 or whether it's $100, literally, you place one live trade of any size, whether you're risking one contract, 20 contracts, $1, $5,000, it doesn't matter. You get one contract filled in. All you got to do at that point is then contact customer service. They'll extend your demo out for a year. So you can, work on getting things down to you're really confident, it's working for you. But it's a great way to get that demo extended on out and practice, just hitting the buttons. How do the contracts work? How do different things affect different, et cetera? I mean, you can go on and on. But there's, just little things, and, you don't want to make those basic errors. And it's a safe way to do it. So this is a great way for you maybe to check out that, pound CAD and Euro CAD straddle. Not that they're always going to work, but I mean, part of it's just getting through the process of actually picking everything, looking at it. If I'm trading the pound CAD straddle by doing the simulated, FX pair, I'll probably look at the pound CAD chart. As far as my P&L, I'm looking at all four of those together at one time and what their floating P&L is. So that's, just some, steps I'd say, start progressing towards this. What helps you on this is not only the ability to, potentially make some money on, trading the news, but it also gets you in sync with the news. Just knowing that it's there. So many people just, when there's news, you get volatility. You also can be surprised by that volatility if you don't know it's coming. And so that's why I like to prepare you. It's like, hey, doing the homework, putting everything together, hoping you got it all. But just trying to put those pieces together for you. But one of the big things is just be aware of it, whether or not you're a news trader, whether or not you're a Nadex trader, that news is moving the markets. Let's see here. We've talked about a lot today. The 20-minute binaries, if you haven't started those, we'll have to dive into those more tomorrow. But y'all have a great day, and I will see you right here tomorrow morning on the Bull Bear Binary Hour and then the Diagnostic Trading Hour. Y'all have a great day.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.